Yes, people, what's going on? Welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I am Adam. Thank you to Surfshark for sponsoring this video. And in this video, we will be discussing Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's future, his position at Manchester United manager, and of course, everything else relating to Manchester United at the moment. It's a bit of a sad time to be doing a video, to be totally honest with you, after the results and particularly the performances that we've seen over the last couple of weeks. They don't seem to be getting any better for Manchester United. And of course, we have those tricky fixtures on the horizon with Man City, Liverpool, Spurs, Atalanta in the Champions League, some crucial games there, all coming up for Manchester United. It feels like things could get real messy real quickly, the way things are going at this moment in time. But before we get stuck into that, as I said, this video is sponsored by Surfshark, your VPN specialist. Now, Surfshark have a fantastic deal for you guys. You can go to surfshark.deals/McKola. If you use the promo code MCKOLA, that's McKola, you will get 83% off and 3 extra months for free. Now, a VPN enables you to do loads of different things. It gives you a little bit of additional security online. It also means you get to do cool things like change your location to maybe a different country so you can get a little bit extra on Netflix, or when you go away, if you want to check out BBC iPlayer to watch Match of the Day, although obviously Man United fans have been giving Match of the Day a skip for the last couple of weeks. But if you wanted to watch Match of the Day, if you're abroad, you can't watch BBC iPlayer when you're abroad. But if you've got a VPN, you can say you're still in the UK and then of course say, you know, get Match of the Day on. Of course, also things like, you know, when you're on Twitter and you're searching for a goal or something and you find a video of the goal, but it's been put up by a sports company or a TV company in America. Then what you can do with that is change your location to that country quickly and watch the goal, and then change it straight back if you want to. So there's loads of cool things you can do. As I said, link is in the description. 83% off, 3 extra months for free if you use the promo code McKola. But let's get stuck into this video now, because it is quite a serious video, and it's not a video I particularly want to be doing. As you guys know, I absolutely adore Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's one of my heroes as a Manchester United fan. You know, he's given us so many great memories. People like to say, oh, it was just that one goal in '99. It clearly wasn't. The guy was a supreme goal scorer, a supreme player for Manchester United. And since he's been manager, he has improved things at the club. Let's give him his credit there. He has improved things at the club. If you look at the club when he arrived, the mood around things wasn't great. You know, we weren't really finishing in the Champions League spots consistently. He's been able to do that. And our squad wasn't looking great either. And at the moment, our squad is pretty strong. Do you know what I mean? We've got young quality players coming through. We've made the right kind of transfers. We've enabled ourselves to have higher expectations. The expectations that Manchester United should have. With the squad that is built, we're now going, we should be challenging for the league. We should be challenging for the Champions League. And we haven't really felt like that since Sir Alex Ferguson left. There were various brief times, but we haven't felt like that for a sustained period. And coming into this season was the most confident that I've felt in a long time. When you looked at the team that we had, when you looked at the general progression we had made. Now, we obviously had those issues with not delivering a trophy, and that's an issue when you're a Manchester United manager. But the most important thing for us was, because look, you could win a trophy like Van Gaal, but finish outside the Champions League spots. You know, you could potentially do that, or you could throw away the league season to focus on the Europa League or something like that. But look, when we got to certain positions, we should have been finishing them off. We should have been getting trophies. And you look at the amount of semi-finals and the final that we had, we should have been bringing home a trophy. And that left doubts in Manchester United fans' minds. United fans were all going, look, progression's been made, you know, finishing third, finishing second. We're showing that we're getting closer to those spots where we need to be. You know, we were in the Champions League spots consistently, which we hadn't been since Sir Alex Ferguson left. We were signing players that were fitting in, and they were the right signings for Man United. We were scoring goals at times. We were playing great football, although at times, other times, it was questionable. You know, we had seemingly settled down with the likes of Paul Pogba, who seemed unsettled at Manchester United, and everyone seemed happy in the camp. We did all those things, but then there was the questions of, are the trophies going to come? Because that's ultimately what you're judged on as a Man United manager. And you have those times to build the foundations, which he has done. But you have to deliver trophies. And Maybe the season when Ole finished third, he had an excuse for not winning a trophy. Maybe the season when we finished second, he had an excuse for not winning a trophy. This time around, there's no excuses when you look at the squad. And the most concerning thing for Manchester United fans has been, when you look at the season so far, the performances. The results have been bad as well. You look at, the defeat against Aston Villa, the defeat against Leicester City. When you look at the draw against Everton, an Everton side that we should be beating. Look, all these sides are good Premier League sides. Leicester are fantastic. Aston Villa under Dean Smith shown great improvements. Everton, but we should be winning those games. We had an opportunity at the start of this season where we saw Chelsea, City, Liverpool were all kind of, playing some tricky games. Potentially we're going to drop points. Some of them were playing each other. We had the opportunity to go into this run of difficult fixtures with a little bit of a cushion. And instead, we went level. After that game now, against Leicester, we've dropped behind that pack. We've dropped outside the top four. And the concerning thing for Manchester United fans is, look, you can lose against Leicester in an isolated game. You can lose against Everton. You can lose against Villa in an isolated game. But the performances have been absolutely stinking. And we've even saw that in games, besides Newcastle and Leeds, we've even saw that in games where, we've won. Villarreal, it was a great victory. I love singing Viva Ronaldo at the end. But the performance wasn't good. The performance wasn't good at all. And when you look at the Champions League after that defeat against Young Boys, going into these fixtures with Atalanta back to back, if we don't get the right results there, you're then looking at, are we taking Champions League Varane and Cristiano Ronaldo into the Europa League, or even worse, just getting dumped out of Europe completely? And that's the kind of mood that I've got at the moment. I mentioned after the Everton game, it felt like Sevilla under Mourinho, and I had a lot of people kind of get on me like, oh, why are you talking about Mourinho? And it wasn't a comparison of Mourinho and Ole. It wasn't even a comparison of their times at the club. It wasn't even a comparison of the 90 minutes of those games. It was just that it felt significant. It felt like a turning point. It felt like the beginning of the end for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And this game against Leicester City hasn't changed that for me. From the start, when Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was given the job permanently, I said I'm fully behind this guy, fully behind him. But I had my doubts about whether he was the man to bring home the Premier League, Champions League. He was building those foundations of a team that could do that. He was getting United moving in the right direction. But unfortunately, those doubts haven't left me yet. And with the results that we've had and with the fixtures that were coming up, you start to feel like maybe I was right about that being a turning point. Maybe I was right about it feeling like Sevilla, because Jose never got sacked immediately after the Sevilla game, but the writing was on the wall. And you feel like the writing's on the wall for Ole at the moment. Now, the only thing that kind of makes me hesitate upon that is whether the club will act, because history tells you that the club don't act until contractually they're in a much more secure financial position to do so. David Moyes, they waited until he couldn't get those Champions League spots because it meant his payout would be less. Louis van Gaal, obviously they sacked him after winning an FA Cup, but that was because he didn't finish in those top four spots. Jose Mourinho, they waited right until the bitter end as well with him. And with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, you do feel, because of the last two seasons, and I've said this a lot myself, like I start having a battle in my own mind, that he deserves time to get it right. And 99 times out of 100, I agree with that. But then you have this whispering thing in your ear which is going, are you seeing anything to suggest that that should be going on? Because the team is lacking in so many departments. So many departments. Obviously, defensively, we haven't looked great. Maguire was giving the ball away against Leicester, but consistently throughout the season, defensively, we've looked disjointed, poor. But it's not just defensively, it's as a unit. There's no cohesion. There's no passages of play. There's no midfielders showing, coming for the ball deep off your centre backs. It always seems to be, bypassing the midfield, trying to get it into the final third, and hoping one of the front three or four do something. And the team has lacked a lot of balance, and a lot of cohesion has been the main concerning thing. And then you look at the confidence factor's gone as well. Now, look, it's a different team. We've added Varane to it. We've added Cristiano Ronaldo. We've added Jadon Sancho. And you could say, look, the team need to have time to bed in, but we're not creating chances for Cristiano Ronaldo. Jadon Sancho at times, you know, I know he's got no goals and assists. He's been steadily improving as the season's gone on, but there doesn't seem to be anything progressing or anything happening as the weeks go on, or something where you can go, actually, that's looking better, or, you know, and look, we'll probably go and win a few games, but you don't feel like it's going to be a consistent period of time. And for that reason, you feel like the writing's on the wall, but the club probably aren't going to act. Reports have come out as well and said that, look, you know, the club aren't looking to sack Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at this moment in time. Although, when you hear that, it's usually the dreaded vote of confidence, but I actually believe that. Now, if you look at the upcoming fixtures, Atalanta and Liverpool at home, Spurs and Atalanta away, then we've got Man City at home and Watford away. Now, you feel like we might, you know, beat Atalanta, get a draw against Spurs, draw with Atalanta away, beat Watford, lose the other games, and, you know, Ole will be just doing enough to keep himself in the job, but that's not good enough with this squad. And I love the guy, and I'll be going up to these games and I'll be hoping we get the results, and I'll be hoping he proves me wrong, and I'll be hoping to see a different Manchester United and see this team turn around. But I just don't feel I'm going to see that, unfortunately. It feels like the writing's on the wall, man. And I'm gutted for him. I'd love nothing less than to see Ole Gunnar Solskjaer lift the trophy for Manchester United, and I hope it happens. I hope he proves me wrong. I hope we go on an amazing run, and I'm sitting here in Christmas thinking, what the hell was I thinking? But you just feel like it's a matter of time. As I said, though, is you know, same with Mourinho, same with Moyes. I remember getting battered against Liverpool, singing David Moyes' Red and White Army. I remember, you know, singing Mourinho's Red Army after the Sevilla game when I felt like it was all over. We'll stand by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer within that crowd, within that ground, every step of the way. We'll be backing him to prove me wrong and prove some of us wrong that are doubting whether he's the man anymore, or, you know, whether he's going to be in the job any longer. But it just does feel like a matter of time, innit? Which is a depressing state of affairs, to be totally honest with you. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. I've rambled on a little bit. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you to Surfshark yet again for sponsoring another video this month. Surfshark.deal/McKola. You get 3 months free and 83% off as well. So go and check that out. Surfshark VPN. Link is in the description. Thank you to those guys. Subscribe to AdamMcKola TV. Get your thoughts in the comments. See you later.